here's why I record while I'm on the move as opposed to in a set location for the Traveling Report. Hello and welcome back to the Traveling Report. Today I'd like to have a little bit more of a behind the scenes video of what I will be posting on the Patreon. And if you didn't see the Patreon video, it's going to be linked up here, I think, or down in the description down below. The main thing that I would like to go over in terms of why I record when I'm on the move, currently I'm here in beautiful Chișinău, Moldova, is because I believe that it's important to show that I'm not, just some random person buying apartments in, Kuala Lumpur, or, I'm not just shilling my investments in Bogota, or going over stocks I've already bought in Mexico. I believe that it is very important to create that sense of connection, right? Not only to you all, right, but also to the place that I am talking about. And it's with that I don't have much time, honestly, to go out and spend dozens of, hours recording if I'm not also out and doing work on potential prospective deals or, living in the societies I tell you to live in. You get kind of this ideal structure of I'm able to sort of show you what I'm doing, show you how I'm doing it, what the potential is in these countries. I don't sell information, right? Information here, absolutely free. And in fact, I hope more of you utilize this information and go out and live for yourself. What I sell is not information. What I sell is ease and time. And this is something that other boutique consultancies don't understand. People can find the information. Your PDF with, 15 Google jurisdictions over how to overlay them, AI has replaced you. However, what AI has not replaced is the on-the-ground experience that people have. And, of course, I am one of the most well-traveled people in this space. And while that sounds boastful, I've worked in this space for 5 years. I know how much people travel in this space, and it's not as much as they say. They may have gone to 94 countries, which is what some certain people claim, and I don't want to cease and desist, so I'm not going to talk about other people, and I also don't want to promote them because they're all grifters. But essentially, they will say they've been to 94 countries and then include the countries they've been on layovers in. They say, oh yeah, I've been to Canada, and it was just for a day on a layover. They say, oh, I've been to China, and it's been a day. While I think that for some people that doesn't matter, really. I don't know why you'd pay $15,000 for a PDF. I give you personalized advice for $50 a month on my Patreon, because most of it is automated. And I can flat out tell you that. It makes it very important for me, especially in a trust-based industry such as this one, to be out and be speaking with people and get their perspectives on how life is and what life is like. And eventually, I do want to do more deep dives into investment theses and so forth. I'll be in Romania soon, going over some things in either Iași or Timișoara. We'll see what happens there. But it's often that those people who don't talk with their local constituents, they get hated and they get pushed out eventually. Or bankrupted through lawsuits, or. And so if you are truly looking for an on-the-ground person who doesn't hold back any information and just offers speed, then of course you can contact me down below, and there's a free 15-minute consult, one-on-one, with me over how to go to the places you want to go to, And if you want me to help you with your business or moving your business, I'd be happy to do so. I think that realistically, it also helps with optics. Of course, if you see someone who is in their apartment in Bogota or they're in their apartment in Tbilisi, they're not really doing anything, right? They're just sitting down talking with you. Whereas I'm showing you, the lay of the land. I'm showing you the condition the country's in. I'm showing you how people really live. And I think this is important to me, not just because optics are important or because I think that people are, somehow going to be the ultimate decider in whether or not you live in a country. But I think it's important. I think it's a layer of what you need to learn. And if you can't learn the optics from one channel, well, another channel will just give you the optics and better information. And so I don't want to be overshadowed by someone who, is just reading off of an article. I feel like that's very insulting to myself, honestly. And this is also why I don't really have super high production quality, because I feel like it's just more personal, I'm using currently a Samsung S21, but even when I get a camera crew, which I think I will do fairly soon here actually, I think that realistically that creates filming the authenticity of how things are measured, really helps with living in a country and fully integrating, because so many of the people that give this advice never fully integrate into the societies they're advising you on. And to be honest with you, I don't want to advise you on a country I don't have much experience in. I don't want to advise you on a country that I think that I would never live in or I have issue with. Of course, if you're looking for a specific country, I can make it work. However, I don't want to advise you if I think that somehow it is damaging to your business or your personal life or whatever. And I think that I truly believe that many people in this industry are extremely fake in how they go about just about everything. And this is something that's very damaging not only to their own audience and to themselves, but also to the industry as a whole. And I'm hoping to pull this industry out of the, whole people scamming people for passports and so forth. Because I think that, why are we doing that? Truly, it's a horrible strategy to gain any sort of recognition and any sort of wealth. Because sure, you can scam $2 million worth of passports and then go and create another company and do the same. That takes, 4 or 5 years. Okay, you could have just consulted and done the same thing with perhaps higher margins and lower costs, and all of a sudden you have more people willing to buy over time, and it scales better. And so this is sort of my mentality. If you appreciate how I think, I would appreciate a like. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to share. If you want to join me on this journey, I would appreciate a subscription. This has been the Traveling Report, and I'm out.